Everybody, welcome to Sewing Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for all the new subscribers. Today we are going to make this, which I use to just, when you're working in and you need to prop open your papers, your pages. So we're gonna make this, and we're also, after we make this, if there's time, I'll show you how I make, I'm going to be making some little squares to hold. So like when we glue down, instead of keeping our hand there while we flip through, we can use that. So what you're going to need is fabric. This will take a sewing machine. Unless you want to do it by hand, I don't know how to, I won't show that, but if you figure out how to do it by hand, by all means, do it by hand. And rice is what I have in here, but if you don't have rice, you can use black beans, dried beans. So this is what we're doing. Let's get to it. So this is one that measures, let's see, measures about 10 inches. So I will be using a 11-inch by, let's see, the height is 3, so I will be using 6.5. And I'll probably estimate it. So this is roughly about, let's see, we want the selvage. Okay, so I'm going to use, so I'm going to snip this at 11. That way, I'm not counting that selvage. That selvage is going to get ripped off, so it's right about there. And you can do these whatever size you really want. That part doesn't matter. You see, I'm not really being that accurate. We're just, okay, so we are going to, if you want it skinnier, you can do it skinnier. Okay, so here is, and as you can tell, it's not really, it's not lined up very good, but that's okay. This is just a very easy, fast, simple. This is going to be on the inside, so it really doesn't matter. You won't see it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to sew this, and this is going to be a square to hold our stuff down with. So now that I have that, I'm going to take you guys over to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew. Okay, so we are going to sew, and leave one edge open. So I'm going to leave this bigger edge open to turn over so it's easier to turn. So I'm going to sew from here all the way down. And I'm going to sew on this edge because this is a little overhang. You don't have to change your stitch length or any of that because this is fabric. I'm sorry if you hear noise in the outside. The kids are doing chores. So I'm going to back stitch. Okay, and then again, I'm going to put right sides together. I'm going to leave an opening. And I'm not cutting this. I'm just going to keep on going. There we go. So, let me get my scissors. Now what I'm going to do is turn this inside the right way. I'm just using my finger. Oh, didn't sew it all the way. Okay, we're going to go back over that little piece right there. There we go. Okay, now I am using my finger to go where the sewing edge is, and I am just making sure that it is done like that. Okay, so now that we have this done, what we're going to do next is make our little sews in there. So as you can see, I have little sewing lines in here, kind of opposite. And the reason for that is that way not all of it goes to one side or all of it goes to the other. You can have some in the middle and it's an even, it won't just slide all the way down. So this is a little skinnier, but that's okay. Okay, so I don't sew all the way to the edge. I go just like a little bit in and I back stitch it. So that's what we're going to do. I go about right there, halfway, maybe a little bit more than half, and then I'm going to back stitch. There we go. Let's see if that'll focus. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it around and go up a little bit and do the same. So you can do 2, 3, however many, but I would at least do 2. Okay. Now, because I can and I'm weird, I'm going to do just one right in here. And again, that's for you don't wind up with all the rice in one spot. Granted, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. It really, it doesn't matter. This is just my preference of how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to switch you back and we're going to add rice to this. Okay, so I'm just using a little scoop thing. All right. This is a little too much. Okay, so you flip the raw ends in. And this is where you are going to need to pin. This one, and with this one's going to be a little different to fill. Because with these, you have to make sure you're going to have to play with it to get it all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to hopefully keep all of the rice on this, and then I can get it in there. I do have a funnel somewhere. I just have no idea. And you can make a funnel with a paper towel with like paper. But see how I'm moving the rice to the bottom. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so now, same thing as the other, we're going to fold this over. And we will pin along here. Okay, we are back at the sewing machine and we are just going to sew straight along. And when we do, you want to make sure you pull out your needles. Sewing machines do not like needles. So, and you are going to totally want to backstitch these. Okay, so here's the bag opener. And now I'm going to just push all these so it is filled a little bit better up near the front. And this is, you can add as much or as little rice as you would like. And here is our weighted. Okay, so here are the finished products. And I don't know where I put my book. Oh, it's up here. So, use that to open your page, and then if you're going to glue in like a picture for a pocket, that's what this would go for. You can help hold it down for holding the sides down. So, and another, with making these are good for just more than just holding these up. I came up with this design. Well, I don't know if I originally came up, but I did this years ago. And I originally did it with, I would make these for children with special needs. So like those with autism, those with ADD, to just help keep them quiet during church or like wherever, or just entertain them. So what I would do is have lesser rice, which is why this has less rice than this. And I would either just leave it with the rice, and they would have to move the rice all the way down, flip it, and move it all the way back. I also put marbles in here so they could fill the marble with the rice and move the marble through to help them, just give them something to do. It helped my son a lot with his AD, with trying to sit still when he needed to. So yeah, another bonus tip on a different way to use these. And they're so easy and fun to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you did, please think of subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for joining me for Sewing Tuesday. Bye!